Hello and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. So I just wanted to pop on to talk with you very briefly about dropping sessions. And so I always recommend to anyone that they should pump every 3 hours for 30 minutes for the first 12 weeks. And so people always say, what do I do after that? And I always say reassess. And that means reassess where you are in your journey. So if you have made it to the 12 weeks, pumping every 3 hours for 30 minutes, then you can reassess to see where you are with your milk supply. If you are happy with your milk supply, then by all means, continue along with that plan. If you are ready to drop a session, then always take a look at how to do that and the best way to do it. And so a lot of people, like me included, wanted to drop the middle of the night session once I hit 12 weeks. It was worth the risk for me that my supply may dip, and it did, a few ounces, and it was worth it in order to be able to sleep. So if you are really interested in doing it, there are ways to go about it. You can drop that session during the middle of the night and spread out that time through your day sessions. You can drop that session in the middle of the night and just add a session during the day. I always tell people to keep in mind that dropping that middle of the night session is when your prolactin levels are the highest, so there can be a decrease in supply. So just keeping that in mind when doing it, and if it's worth the potential of your supply decreasing some. And so also keep in mind, if you make just enough, you may want to keep that middle of the night session a little bit longer. I will say that if you are an undersupplier, it may be very important to you to keep that middle of the night session. And so when I say reassess, I really mean waiting until the 12 weeks if you can and reassess. Now, if you want to drop earlier, just really keep that in mind that your supply usually for most women continues to regulate until 12 weeks. That's the ideal time to stop. Some may regulate sooner and may not see a dip. It's just all person dependent. And so I highly recommend if you're having issues in that first 12 weeks to book a session with me. If you get to the 12 weeks and you don't know what is best, how to do it, that is customized to perfectly fit what works best for your life, then definitely also book a session with me. I also want you to keep in mind that you can continue to drop sessions throughout your pumping journey when you are ready. That is always a way to continue to pump longer, is to drop sessions. You may lose supply. I think I lost on average around 5 ounces every time I dropped a session, but it was worth it for my sanity. And so I am now at 3 pumps a day. I went to 3 pumps around 21 months. And I've been there since. Now, I said that once I got the LV, I was going to go back to 5. That has not happened. I think one time I may have pumped 5 times, as I said. Just really keep in mind that once you drop sessions, it is so hard to add them back. Just the freedom, the extra time you get back, it is very hard to go back. So in all seriousness, before dropping sessions, really make sure that you're okay. The longer you go with the drop session, the harder it is to regain supply. So if you do drop sessions and you realize, oh, wait, I'm not happy with how much my milk supply has decreased. If it does decrease, you can add it back. The faster you do that, the better the chances are to getting your supply back. But I've now gone since 21 months, 3 months now at 3 pumps a day. I mean, I'm trying to add the sessions back just to continue to stimulate more to hopefully gain some more milk supply, but it may not happen. So please, please, please keep that in mind, that if your supply is fragile and you really want to maintain it, really being careful with how you drop sessions, how often you drop sessions, and when you do it throughout your pumping journey. And so really taking the time to book a session with me, talk with me if needed, just to course correct if you are going along and your pumping journey is becoming difficult in any way. Always reach out for a book session. It is so worth it to course correct, troubleshoot any concerns, and just continue with your pumping journey. It is definitely a lot to it. I will be the first to say that. Anyone that goes about this either exclusively or on occasion as needed, and they're nursing, pumping is difficult. Pumping can be hard, but finding positivity, finding support, finding encouragement along the way makes the journey so much better. It really does. And so I'm just here to encourage you that if you are interested in dropping sessions, feel free to do it with caution. But it is definitely possible to add that freedom back, get that time back into your life if you're ready to drop a session. And so I just highly encourage you to talk with me if needed. I am always here. Feel free to book a session. Visit my website, www.pumpwithpurpose.com. My Linktree and my Instagram bio has the official website as the first link. Feel free to visit it as well. And I am just so happy to talk with you about your pumping journey, because I'm always here to help you reach your pumping goals. So until next time with Pump with Purpose.